So today we are going with the atom. Atom is like the very important topic of the chemistry. It is divided into two parts. First one is physically. When they will attach, they form physically, and what they will form, like they are the same atoms and combine or join together by physically bond, like physically attachment. When they come in the content in physically, that's known as element. Okay, like these both, when we will combine these both, we will like have two these atoms combined together, they form element. If we talk about the chemically, for suppose here we just get the chemical. When these both are joined together, we form, like we get molecule. But now you will be thinking, what's the difference here? This was joined physically, but here this will be joined by chemically process. This means where chemical would be required, this would be like physically contact in all over the world, like in the world or in this universe. Whenever is there any content of physically attachment, that's known as element. And in element we always have like terms, which would be always same, which means in like in element we do not require any chemical, whereas in molecule we do require, just because this have a chemical bonding or chemical process happen in this. Not only this, then this molecule is divided into further two parts. First one is different atoms. Second one is same atoms. How the first different atom, when we will just combine one, like these both are different atoms for suppose, and so what they will be known as, when for, like here we are studying molecule. When molecule is divided into two parts, different atom and same atom, when different atom combine together, they form molecular compound. Molecular compound. So different molecule combined together, they form molecular compound. Okay, so here different molecule combined together in the same atom. For suppose I had just taken both as the same atom. Okay, so now what will happen? They will be combined together through chemically, like composition or association. Chemical association. And then this would be known as molecule element. So now here's the question, right? Why this is known as molecular element? Just because we have studied here, when the like similar atoms or like terms combine together, they form element. Just because they have the same bonding, like physically combined together, like they are associated in a physical bond. So here this is in chemical association, and just because we are talking about types of molecule, so here this would be known as molecular element, just because we have taken the same, here were different. So if we talk about examples of both, here the examples could be H2O. How H is hydrogen, which is also another atom, like another element. O is oxygen. So this means these are both are different, not same. This, and if we talk about another NH3, which is also ammonia, and this is separate hydrogen like three, these are separate. So this means like here we have just used in different atoms. And if we talk about the same atom, that could be um, H2 H2 simple hydrogen 2. This means I have taken two hydrogen, but these are same, not different. If you have carbon 2, this means these are same, and like nitrogen 2, chlorine 2, these all are the example of same atoms. Okay, now again we here question is the molecule is like divided into two types, like they are the two differentiate stable. One is metallite, second is non-metallite. So non-metallite, where the elements are used, like hydrogen we are using, in metallite we are using Cl. So this means when we will combine together, we will just get HCl with like chemically or physically combination these both are gotten. Here we just get HCl. Like we have combined one metal and second non-metal, so we'll form a new something, like new any element. If we talk about the NaCl, NaCl is also like with the one is atom, one is non-metal, second is metal, so they both combine together. But here we'll be not discussing that. Now if we move towards, and let me tell you one thing, molecules always have the covalent bond, okay. And if we talk about the compounds, these compounds always have their ionic bond, okay. Now here compound is divided into two, metals and non-metals. So if we talk about the NaCl, I was just speaking about this, like metal, Na is metal like sodium, and non-metal is chlorine. So when these both combine, they form NaCl. As we know, Na separately, if it is gone inside our body, that will really harm. That will make like lead us to many disease, or even it can lead us to death as well. Na and chlorine as well is very dangerous, but when they came in like reaction, they both can react with each other and they form new substance which is NaCl as a salt tablespoon, like sorry, table salt we do use at our home. So that's not really affect, but of course that affects if we eat more than our body required. So as we have studied in bio, the concentration become hyper and hypo if you have taken more salt and body required more water. So this is not in this one, but still if we are taking salt in a very large amount, this would still like cause us to death as well. So just thank you.